Hey guys, this is part 2 of day 15. I'm starting at the very bottom of page 71. My mom doesn't have any hours at the restaurant today, and I find her at home sorting through the mountain of laundry while Hector takes clothes out of the pile and flings them around. Frank is watching one of his news programs and flossing his teeth. I'm going to walk to the laundromat, my mom says. Lenny never has time to drive me, and this washing machine isn't about to start working again. She sighs and looks at the clothes still outside of the laundry basket. But I can only take the important stuff. I can't carry it all. I look at what's in the laundry basket. Why is it just Lenny's stuff? She looks down like she hadn't noticed. Well, you know how important it is to him to look put together for work, and last night he was saying that he didn't have any clean pants to wear. The pile of laundry already in the basket is pretty big, but I dig around in the leftover clothes until I find Aurora's pink sparkly leggings that desperately need to be washed. I hold them up for my mom to see. Can these go in too? My mom's eyes widen. What happened to those knees? Aurora was crawling around on the sidewalk pretending to be Bryce's cat, and that's from the rock salt. She laughs and deposits the leggings into the laundry basket. She does make a good cat, doesn't she? I nod. Her meow is so good, I keep thinking there's an actual cat around. Maybe Bryce will stop asking for a real one, my mom jokes, because that sure isn't happening. Well, he hasn't brought it up in a while, so maybe. There's something about Bryce that's not exactly Bryce recently. He stopped asking about a cat, and there was all the extra lightsaber whacking this morning. I eye the rest of the laundry. I want to add some of my clothes, but then I see Bryce's favorite Star Wars shirt that he spilled ketchup down the front of, and I grab that instead. I hand it to my mom. Maybe getting his favorite shirt back will help him. This too. She eyes the plastic laundry basket that's now full to bursting and has a crack in the side, and I think she's about to say no, but she actually nods. And then in the move that's remarkably similar to old, competent mom, she retrieves some duct tape from the drawer and sits down next to the basket, ready to do some reconstructive surgery. You must have some of your clothes that you want washed too, she says as she secures the tape around the plastic supports. You should add a few things of your own. Really? She finishes her taping job and hefts the basket up her hip. Yeah, I think I can carry a bit more weight. I look at her for a moment to see if she's kidding, but she doesn't seem to be, so I fish out a few shirts and a pair of jeans and toss them into the basket. Just like any good octopus, when there's an opening, I know to slip through it. She looks at the clock on her phone. It'll take me 40 minutes to walk there. 40 minutes. And then by the time I've got it washed, I might as well wait for Lenny to get done with his shift and give me a ride home. It's right on his way, so he won't mind because he doesn't use extra gas, right? She glances at the kitchen. Can you cover dinner? I know these last few days of the month are tight, and Hector's been pretty fussy today. I think he's teething. I watch as Hector chews on one of Aurora's shirts and then shrieks. I can tell where this is going. He's turning into one more screaming monkey. I'll figure something out, I say. My mom puts on her jacket and hoists the laundry basket onto her hip. Hey, Mom. She looks at me with her hand on the doorknob. What? I picture Matt standing up at the podium making that joke. Do you ever feel confident? Confident? She shakes her head as she pulls the door open. The only confident I am is confident that life's never going to get any easier than this. Chapter 10. But the next Sunday, my mom doesn't have to work, and neither does Lenny. Real quick, before I say this, guys, just think about this. There's always going to be somebody in our school or on a bus or in a club that you're in or in a Boy Scout or a Girl Scout group, and they're going to stink. Let's just be honest. We all know somebody who doesn't smell that great. But I'm hoping that when you're reading Zoe's perspective and you're listening to her words, that maybe some of you are starting to get it. It's not even that Zoe doesn't want to be clean. It's not that Zoe doesn't shower, she doesn't take care of herself, or she's lazy. Guys, it's that, they don't have a working laundry system. Her mom has to walk 40 minutes holding all the laundry that has to be washed each way. So 80 minutes total, plus the time it takes to wash it. And, if Zoe wouldn't have spoke up, Mom wouldn't have even washed any of Zoe, Aurora, or Bryce's things. So just be a little kinder, because maybe that stinky person, they can't help it. I highly doubt they want to be the stinky person. Zoe doesn't want to be the person that Kaylee makes fun of. It's just kind of her life. It's the hand that she's been dealt, and it's not fair, and it stinks. Be a little kinder. So, chapter 10. Alone in the kitchen, I fix myself a frozen waffle and eat it looking out the window. All the trails around us are gleaming in the sunlight. It's one of those crisp, clear days that makes me think winter might not be all that bad. After I brush my teeth, I peek in at them in my mom's bedroom. Hector is in the crook of my mom's arm playing with his toes, and Aurora's on the other side, her face buried in my mom's t-shirt. Like she can't breathe it in enough of her smell. Bryce has to be the lump that's under the covers down by my mom's knees. My mom looks tired, but not as tired as usual. Like maybe Hector had one of his rarely only wake up twice nights. She smiles at me. It's an attack of the snuggle bugs. Aurora burrows in deeper in response. I sit down on the side of the bed near Hector and give his belly a tickle. It's his giggle button, and it almost always works. He lets out a happy cackle. My mom nearly giggles too. She's in a good mood today. I decide to go for it. Can I take the bus down to the wreck this morning? I ask. I promise to be back by 2. No later than 2? My mom's brows furrow, but only slightly. She looks over to where the sunlight is shining around the corner of Lenny's nice curtains. Then she nods. Just don't miss the bus back. All my errands are on the other side of town this afternoon. I won't be able to pick you up. I can't put my coat on fast enough. Soon, I'm out into the sunshine with bus money in my pocket, responsible for no one but myself for 4 whole hours. Fuchsia is sitting on the steps just inside the wreck, like I was hoping she might be. She smiles, her fingers twisting around one of her bright pink side buns. You came! You ready for your little plastic foosball men to get destroyed? I wait for her to start grilling me about the crush thing, but after multiple days of me insisting there's no such thing, I think she's finally started to believe me. She tosses me a folded up white paper bag, and I sit down on the stairs next to her. I reach into the bag to find a giant glazed donut. It's a day old, but it takes a lot for a donut to go bad. Crystal brought home some almond torts too, but I know you don't like the almond stuff. Thanks, I say as I dig in. Fuchsia's mom, Crystal, who Fuchsia unaffectionately calls by her first name, works the early shift at the bakery and currently has full custody of Fuchsia. But that happened only after Fuchsia got sent to foster care for a bunch of years. One rainy day back in 2nd grade, her mom was so strung out on drugs that she couldn't unlock the door to let Fuchsia into her old apartment after school. Our teacher was still at school when soaked Fuchsia, then McKenna, turned up wanting to use the phone, and the teacher asked questions, and Fuchsia was too tired to lie. Supposedly, Fuchsia's mom has kicked the habit. At least she convinced the judge, who gave her custody again, that she had. But it's hard to know for sure. At least being able to bring her free baked goods is a perk. When I finished eating my donut, I got Fuchsia's bright pink Sharpie-covered sneakers a kick. So, do you want me to remind you what happened the last time we played? She stands up. You know your goals actually counted for negative points, so my score was way bigger than yours. She runs up the stairs before I can say anything in response. Most of the kids who are at the rec on Sunday mornings play pick-up basketball, so that means the game room is all ours. I call red, Fuchsia says, as I drop my coat on the pool table. Those white guys were worthless last time I played you. When I tell them to block a shot, they're supposed to block that shot. It's not their fault. I stick a ball in and take a practice shot on goal with one of the white guys. Their plastic heads can barely believe my amazing skills. Wait, you can't start yet. I have to do my good luck dance first. Fuchsia closes her eyes and plants her feet on the ground like she's channeling supersonic powers from the blue painted floorboards. She does finger-wiggling jazz hands and then moves into high knees like she's in PE, with enough enthusiasm that I wonder if it's possible for her knee to smash into her nose. Spinning skills, get ready, she says. Gonna spin it, gonna win it. Oh no, I say. It's about being smooth. I slide my arms through the air like the tentacles they are and shimmying around the table. No matter how small this opening is, I'll be slipping that ball right through it. It's called being a foosball boss. We'll see who the real foosball boss is. She rubs her hands together and then grabs the handles. Spin to win. Fuchsia proceeds to spin her handles like a maniac for the next 5 minutes, missing the ball nearly every time it passes by. She doesn't stop even when I score on her. Spin to win, she shouts over the thumpity thump of the spinning plastic men as I collect the ball from her goal. How do you think you can keep that up? I ask. For forever. I promised Jane Kitty I'd score at least once next time I played against you, so there's no time for slacking. I load the ball back in. Well, I hope Jane Kitty is ready to be disappointed because before I can finish my sentence, the ball rolls directly into Fuchsia's spinning offensive line just as their red bodies whip around, and with an ear-splitting smack, they whack the ball straight into my goal. Skills! Shouts Fuchsia. She stops spinning her handles and switching into her victory dance, windmilling her arms as she leaps around the room. I try to keep a straight face, but I burst out laughing, especially since now she has grabbed a cue stick from the pool table and is wielding it like she's the very proud drum major in a very proud parade. I'm so glad you'll have good news to share with Jane Kitty. Fuchsia whips her cue stick around until she's leaning in on it like a cane. Yeah, we could probably stop here. I think that was my good luck of the week. So we do. We move on to ping pong and score based on who can hit the most surfaces around the room with a single shot. Okay, guys, so we just stopped on page 80, and I will see you again reading for you on day 16 next Monday. Bye, guys. I miss you.